But I guess it's in Sweden's terms, it's like Olli Bolli showed the way, Ola Lito showed the way, Boas Legend showed the way, Lucasinho, the likes of these players, showed the way for the young players. So this was going to be nice to see.
Well, on the other side of that, I mean, this is potentially a fairy tale story for HHezers. From the PlayStation Tournaments Open Series, what we've been talking to you about all night long. The opportunity to go from no one to a pro player, to even maybe get to a stage like this. If he was to win this, what a story it would be. Bundled Unsal back to goal. It's a great save. Could be a second bite of the cherry there. This is your grand final on the PlayStation. Qualifier number 2 here in Europe. Here comes HHezers now. His first chance in this breakthrough. Maybe. Cristiano Ronaldo goes for a cutback. And well defended. End-to-end FIFA. Speaking of the goals that these two have registered, they have been the top goal scorers across this qualifier. Bundled Unsal, I should say, scored 66 goals. Hasn't been the better defender of the two. Did concede 34. On the other side of that for HHezers, 64 goals he's registered. You know, you look at the average of these goals that have been going in per game for these two. They've been averaging like 5, 6, 7 goals over 2 legs, Aga. They know where the back of the net is. And potentially we could see it for the first time here. Yes, we can.
And there's Pele again for Bundled Unsal. And you just gotta say that Pele is starting to become the most used icon in these Pro Cups. It's between him and R9, but Pele just seems to make the difference currently. Really important start for Bundled Unsal.
Can we just make a point as well, Aga, that every single time that Pele scores, he does that celebration, and it's not just Pele doing the celebration, Unsal's doing it as well, every single time that the icon finds the back of the net.
Yeah, it's the T-Rex celebration introduced here in FIFA 21. Let's see if HHezers can do something here instead. Coming back.
Chance, Ronaldo. Get the ball into Neymar. But yeah, if you are just joining us and you don't know the context of this grand final, Bundled Unsal has not lost a game, so all he has to do is win one two-legged game of FIFA and he will be your PlayStation champion here in Europe for qualifier number 2. On the other side of that, for HHezers, he has to win two-legged games of FIFA across the series. He's come for the loser bracket. Could be 2-0 Vieira. Hello. The player that sometimes pops up in the biggest of games to get on the score sheet. From centre mid to centre forward. And more importantly, to a 2-goal scoreline for Bundled Unsal. Unbelievable.
Perfect start for Bundled Unsal. And sometimes when Vieira, when you're attacking with Vieira, as a defender, you're not really bothered that he's like. Sometimes you're underestimating what he can do offensively when he comes running into the space behind the centre backs, and perhaps that's what HHezers does here. And not a good start for him. I thought that he would control the match a bit more, but right now Bundled Unsal doing a great job.
Chance, got to be a goal. HHezers going to get around the corner. Very well done. We have a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. We're only 24 minutes into it, and the goals are already flying in. 3 of them. Fantastic composure there in one of the tightest of angles for HHezers and Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a massive goal for him. The key thing for either of these two, they can't go down 3 or 4 goals. We've seen so many games this weekend happen where a player goes 3 or 4-0 down in just one leg of FIFA. It ruins the tie for them. There's no way back into it. Really important goal, that, Aga.
Super important. On the other hand now, Brandon.
Could be, literally. Instant reply. Neymar. Back to Valencia Maximin. I mean, that's another one of the interesting picks in this team. Try and find me somewhere else. Or someone else, I should say. In the Global Series. They're starting with Valencia Maximin in their team. Don't get me wrong, it's a great item, but the Neymars, the Rashfords, Mbappe, Ronaldo, they'll normally be in front of this man. It must also be said that HHezers, he's not using R9, he's not using Pele. The only icon that's in his team outfield is Zinedine Zidane.
I've said we wanted goals, Brandon. We said there would be goals, and that's exactly what we got so far. They just have a super attacking mindset, which I think is the right way to approach how the meta is evolving. And both of these players, very fast attacks, playing with a very, very high pace, and eventually that will open up some space in both ends. So a lot of end-to-end stuff right now.
That's what we want to see as a neutral, any FIFA fan. We want to see attacking FIFA goals going in. I think what really interests me, Aga, as well, yesterday we saw a 12-1 grand final. Dylan Mike had an unbelievable performance in his grand final. We won 12 goals to 1. We're rocking this sort of 5-3-2 new meta that he's formed for himself. We saw Adriman try and copy that exact same team, in all honesty. Kessie was there, Theo Hernandez was there. It was the 5-3-2 for the majority of his games. However, today, that 5-3-2 is out the window for everyone.
Yes, the 4-4-2. That's been the main formation today in this cup. Both players playing it. Not sure if HHezers playing the second variation with 2 CDMs. I believe both of them are playing the regular one with 2 center mids, which allows them to join the attacks a bit more, as we saw with Vieira. We've also been seeing with Renato Sanchez for HHezer.
It's a great through ball into Pele. Can he get around the corner of Kyle Walker? No, he can't. Bundled Unsal. Can he find Ronaldo? Back to Pele. Well defended. You've got to be careful in those areas of how easily penalties can be awarded. That is the first half concluded in this grand final. 2-1. Bundled Unsal leads by just 1 goal. And as you said, Aga, only 45 minutes gone. We're already being spoiled. That's 3 goals already in an end-to-end attacking grand final. It's exactly what we want to see here.
Yeah, I feel like there could have been more goals. There's been chances in both ends. A lot of situations that potentially could be super dangerous, but HHezers started to defend very well manually with his center backs. He gets caught too often right now, I'll say, in 2v2 situations. So Bundled Unsal has 2 strikers against 2 center backs and doesn't get the support he needs in his defense, HHezers. So he got to make sure to manually drag maybe his fullbacks closer or his CMs closer to the ball, so he's always secure.
Well, one thing we know about HHezers, Aga, is that he loves those through balls down the centre. We're going to maybe see one now. And when you've got Mbappe and Ronaldo trying to tee those runs up every single time, it's a defender's nightmare, in all honesty. We could see another one here on the outskirts into Neymar. Scoop turn, went for the cut back inside, and fortunately enough, Kyle Walker was there to step in the way and to avoid that danger.
Just building up now. Again, Unsal. Gotta say, I've been really impressed with his attacking game style. So much flow, so many good skill moves, skill cancels, bridge dribblings, manual bridge dribblings. It's really been nice FIFA to watch.
So many goals we've seen as well, Aga. Flying into the back of the net across these qualifiers. Got to give this man credit as well. To both, I should say. The runs they've both been on have been very different. Bundled Unsal has been unbeaten in a ridiculous amount of rounds of FIFA. He's literally gone unbeaten. 10 games. I should say 9 games up to this point. He has been unbeaten. Putting in just the casual 68 goals as well. He's nowhere in the back of the net as it's been entertaining FIFA. Here comes HHezers. He wants to spoil the party. Remember, he must in 2 separate 2-legged games of FIFA. Him through that loser bracket means that Bundled Unsal sort of gets a second chance if he was to throw away this first 2 legs. Mbappe doing very, very well at the back is the Swede. He knows how HHezers wants to play. He's at about an hour and a half, Aga, in all honesty, to sit back after he fast-tracked his way into a grand final after that very, very tense penalty shootout against #Tom. What do you reckon he would have been doing in that last sort of hour and a half? How do you prepare for a grand final?
think he's just been chilling out, enjoying the win. It can often give you some confidence boost and some momentum when you win in that manner as he did, feeling confident. So I believe he also watched the stream, watched the games, definitely.
I know one thing that these two are both doing, literally before the broadcast started today, at 5 o'clock UK time. These guys were getting as many practice games as they could. I saw them both on Twitter. Anyone for a pro game? They were practicing right up until they had to officially kick off in today's tournament. Pele could be in a running race here as he round the corner of Carl Walker. Lovely little scoop turn. Can he drop the shoulder? The Brazilian icon. Can he find Cristiano Ronaldo? There's also Alan Saint-Maximin there. Back to Pele again. Pele will go on his own. Varane dives into the tackle. It goes out for a throw-in, and it will be Bundled Unsal still in possession. 19 minutes left in leg number 1. 2-1 he leads. Neymar back to Pele. A 2-goal cushion would be very much welcomed. Take a little bit of pressure off his shoulders. Very impressive the way he's moved that ball around, finding the gaps in between the back line. Ronaldo drops the shoulder with the finesse. Oh! A brilliant effort. Whipped in towards Ronaldo. He's going to be in the area. Is that going to go for a goal kick in the end? Warning signs fired again by Bundled Unsal.
He's playing very, very well. Playing with so much confidence in his attack, and HHezers can't get close to him whenever he's in the attack. He can't get that angle where he can 100% know that he will intercept the ball. And also in the pressing play from Unsal, he's been playing super aggressive the entire day, and it's been working very, very well in this game. Had some, I will say, minor flaws against Tom, where he gave up a little bit too easy some space behind him, which weren't punished, but it could have been. But in this game, his pressure has been amazing and haven't allowed HHezers to attack a lot.
To be honest, HHezers has not actually touched the ball in these last 25 minutes. Pele wants a chance! And what an important goal that is for the Swede. A 2-goal cushion that we said he would have dreamt of coming into this grand final. And I'll tell you what, he's got it. Perfect timing, perfect finish. Pele, take a bow. That's a 3-1 cushion before we've even got into the second leg. Tell you what, HHezers. Oh, chance wasted.
They really want to take those chances. Now a mistake again from Unsal. Could be punished this time.
Oh my, Ronaldo! Oh my God! We ain't done yet. We are not done yet. Stay seated, people. We've still got a second leg to come. But for Bundled Unsal, it's about, you've just got a 2-goal cushion there. Just see the game out. I know it's tough with the pressure that HHezers is throwing on you.
But that's a mistake. That's a mistake from Unsal. And his game style is taking a bit risk and playing aggressive. And sometimes these things happens, but that must be frustrating in a final. We worked very hard and have been the better player, and then you get the 2-goal lead, and then you kind of give him a goal, almost. I'll say.
Oh
a bit
no!
Unfortunate also for Unsal.
Nearly, Agger. There, that was a hospital pass to forget about to Cristiano Ronaldo. Added time of 1 minute has been played. Just keep the ball out of play. There you go. That's leg 1 concluded. 1,181 competitors set foot on this competition. I mean, is it getting more competitive, Agger? Is it just a different environment for people to get into to that same sort of mindset of competing from home?
I think we have to get used to now seeing more and more new names. So let's just follow this. Oh, that was a close one. I think we have to get used to seeing more and more new players coming into the biggest stage. I feel like, as I've been saying before, that we're in for a generation shift soon. We will see the new generation coming. We have already seen coming, and this is the result today. Again, I mean, we had one of the players yesterday in Dolan Mike, who's been here for a longer time, but otherwise than that,
chance. Sorry, it's in handle. Could still be a chance, Aga. But to add on to your point, I completely agree with you. There's been so many people in this space that have become pioneers in their own countries, in their own regions, to inspire that next generation of competitors that we've seen through, and it's so refreshing to see. It's so good to see. You've got these players in front of us here in a grand final. You know, we'll give credit to those that came so close to qualifying to this tournament, likes of the current E-World Cup champion, Mo Alba, who's only a couple of games away, Stefano Pina, Eliezer Egan, the list goes on of names that came so close to qualify. As we said, over 1,000 people set foot in this bracket. We only get to see the top 6 in our broadcasts. I can assure you, as we go towards the playoffs, we will get to see those familiar names, those big names again, plus these new names that have set foot on the Global Series. 12 minutes into this one, HHezers is looking very good. Zinedine Zidane with the first chance of the game. Neymar in possession now, looking to build into this attack. Neymar back to Zinedine Zidane. Renato Sanchez, that was a little bit too textbook. Vieira doing what Vieira does best, just cleaning up the danger, that sweeper CDM that anyone would dream of in their team.
And that's why you have him, to protect the back line here. That's what he offers. And apparently he also offers goals. We saw him score one.
He does. And it's always in a grand final, Aga, as well. I don't know why. Patrick Vieira always pops up in a grand final. He might be actually able to assist Pele here. Pele, a couple of step overs, scoop turn. Toying with Ferland Mendy at the bow there. Bruno Fernandes. Back to Pele. Look how tight this is. Pele! Nearly squeezing out past Ederson. So quick, look. From Bundled Unsal. Back towards that area. Punched away by Ederson. That's what he can do. That's going to be pulled back into the box. Into Ronaldo! It's an ugly finish. But who really cares? Bundled Unsal does it. He can apologise. But the main thing is for him, that's a 2-goal cushion reinstalled once again, Aga.
Goal for the visitors.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate for HHezers. Well, it's been coming, I'll say, even though HHezers got a good start in this second match. I will say that Unsal's offense been incredible, really. It was just a matter of time before.
Oh, wow.
On the other hand...
Oh, wow. Are we just going to keep guessing all night? So which way this game is honestly going to go?
Wow. Really. It's just direct answer, instant from HHezers every time Unsal gets a goal. You have to... I don't know what's happening, really. I'm a bit speechless. It's like every time he just get the kickoff, he goes down and score. Have to be more focused just after a goal, Bundled Unsal, if he gets another goal. Because now 2 times he had a 2-goal lead. Have to keep it up now. Just stay structured, do something if you score a goal more. Try to make sure he doesn't get an instant replay, because that would frustrate HHezers.
I don't know about you, but HHezers just looks fired up now after that goal. Had it a couple of times, Aga, to maybe a viewer at home, explain how important that is when you're one-on-one with a goalkeeper. Many people, including me, just click your circle button, you just shoot and hope for the best. A simple ball roll, a heel to around the corner, next thing you know, you've opened up so much space. It's a composed chance. Pele back to Ronaldo. Could this be a chance? What a save, Ederson.
That has to be a goal, really. I think he manually moved the goalkeeper here, HHezers, which was super nice, good reflexes. Yeah, a huge chance again. It's not over yet.
But back to the point, Aga, just how important that is to sort of, implement a skill move, implement something into your attacking third when you're in the box to create that chance.
Yeah, as we can see, like HHezers done it a lot, and also Unsal just did it, which gave him a good chance.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Reversal has to go into a top corner finish from HHezers. He is not done yet. What do we say, Aga? Get in the box, add something to your game, implement a skill move. How about that one?
That is so innovative and nice executed here. And again, I've been saying this since I started playing FIFA on a competitive level. FIFA is about getting into the right angles to intercept or tackle the ball, to make the perfect shot. On the other hand, now let's just follow this before I continue. And like, we just saw the reverse elastico, which is amazing in certain angles, super hard to intercept, and you're panicking in the box. You're afraid to make that tackle because you can eventually make a PK. And suddenly, HHezers is on it now.
Ronaldo. Mbappe! What a turnaround for this man! And what a storyline we are following at the moment. HHezers, a free agent, we must remind you. His first ever major tournament. He's coming from a loser bracket, Aggie. He has to win this two-legged game to then go into another two-legged game, which, to be honest, for everybody at home, I should say, they'll be praying it goes into another two-legged game, because this has been ridiculous.
Yeah, wow. What a comeback, first and foremost. I feel like Unsal kept letting him into the game too fast, so to say. He have had a 2-goal lead several times in this matchup, and HHezers just replied instantly, and now all of a sudden he's behind. And I feel like he could have avoided that with a little bit more focus, with a little bit more defensive and structured mindset. But now he just have to attack again, which he's pretty damn good at, as he's been showing throughout the entire series.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Aga. He scored 68 goals. Sorry, 70 goals he's registered, Bundled Unsal, throughout this whole qualification process, from round one to this grand final. He knows where the back of the net is, and to be honest, a couple of times, one thing I've noticed from HHezers is that HHezers has been very high forward. His defensive line has been very, very far forward. It's a case of, can he pick him off? He's going to need to, if he wants to take this game into extra time. Remember, at the moment, we will be going into another two-legged game, as HHezers looks to complete this fairy tale loser bracket story. Unsal, Ronaldo, Pele's there in support. Sort of a no-look pass. It's a high-risk, high-reward. Unfortunately, that was no reward on that occasion.
He has to try push forward. Eventually,
could be a chance. Mbappe, back post. So you're going to use him. Ronaldo went for him, and Varane doing Varane. I can't even say his name. Varane. There you go. Varane doing Varane things. There you go. Making the block, and ensuring that one went out for a corner. Still, this attack is alive though for HHezers. Goes for the cutback. Goes for the first time pass from Renato Sanchez into Mbappe.
There have been 2 masterclasses in attacking gameplay. So many different creative variation in their offense. And very good at adapting both of these players to where is the opportunities offensive-wise. Where can I score goals against this type of defender? I feel like that's the main reason why these 2 players are in the grand final here, because it aren't that structured players, to be honest. They back themselves to score more goals than their opponent. That's the mindset I feel like they've been showing us.
Chance for Ronaldo. Oh, Ronaldo! Back in the game. And a lifeline. You can see Bundled Unsal saying, wake up! Come on, I'm in the grand final.
Goal for the visitors. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
However, Aga, what does HHezers often do from the restart? He often seems to be the most deadly. Varane,
yeah, but now,
he wants to
now he's not behind, so now he's not going to score directly, apparently. Jokes aside here, Bundled Unsal, as you noticed, Brandon, and mentioned, just slapped himself a bit in the face, say, this is it, this is now, focus now.
Well, if it stays like this, Aga, we will go into extra time. Remember, Bundled Unsal only has to win this. HHezers, acres of space! Cristiano Ronaldo! Who's been the cult hero for HHezers throughout this whole process. You can hear him singing his name, as he's done all night long. And that's the best thing that he's done, Aga. That's the best part of HHezers' game. Those runs, those through ball runs, he's timing them all to perfection. They're literally on the last man, always on the last man. Left back, right back, centre back. Fantastic timing of the runs. And when Ronaldo's in those sort of spaces with a one-on-one chance, 9 times out of 10, he's always going to score and find the back of the net. 6 goals to 5 in this absolute thriller.
Number 10, Cristiano.
And yeah, as I was saying before the matchup started, I was a bit worried in terms of Unsal is playing very aggressive, especially in defense. Like he takes risk, gambles everything to intercept the passes sometimes, which means he drags his defenders out of position and make his defense and the four-back line unstructured. That's been punished. But on the other hand,
Pele! Oh my God! Aga, where is this game going? We've seen 12 goals and we're still not. There's no difference between the two of them.
I remember we were commentating the grand final, Brandon, in the first EA Cup for Europe with Ustun and Oli Ball, which was kind of the same match with goals galore, back-to-back, end-to-end stuff. And I was just left speechless because these guys, they can't be stopped offensive-wise. They just keep going. So at the end of the day, at the end of the game, it's going to come down to who scores the last goal.
How important is this now, Aga? We see it so many times. So many pauses happen from pro players. You can see Lozano and Atal coming on for Unsal. Just taking a 30, 40 second breather from the game and to make a couple of really small changes from a pro yourself, Aga. How important is that period? Just to take a little step back from the TV, from the console, and just right, compose yourself. Right, I've still got about 18 minutes left in this game.
I think it's always going to be important to use the pauses to refocus, to just perhaps calm things down a bit, make your subs, adjust your tactics, get yourself prepared for what's coming, because something is coming now. I just don't know for which of the players it's going to come from.
Well, the stage is set for everybody watching from around the world right now. Bundled Unsal scores and can hold on to the lead. He will be your qualifier number 2 champion in Europe. If HHezers scores, we're going back to another 2-legged game of FIFA as he's come through the loser bracket. It's that simple. It sounds that simple, but trust me, it's not. We've seen 12 goals and we're still all square. 6 apiece. Ronaldo for HHezers into Mbappe. Can he just try and pickpocket Kyle Walker? He can't on that occasion. Into the final 10 now. Can those substitutions for either of these two be the difference? Can they spark something into the final third? Lozano has got loads of pace. He's fresh off the bench. There he is now. Someone else that's fresh is Yusuf Atal. He'll be in that right midfield position. Right central midfield, I should say. Pele. He's been the hero for Unsal. Ronaldo. Back to St. Maximin. Playing in the tightest of areas, the smallest of areas. Back to St. Maximin. Out it goes for a corner. 7 minutes left in. For one of these two to snatch the game. It could be in for a counter-attack. Ronaldo, through ball, it's a running race. Mbappe's through. He's round his man. Mbappe, stay composed. Lovely ball roll. Mbappe!
L'ha segnalata, cazzo. Col filtrante.
And there we have it. There we have it. And again, I've been saying it for a while. This comes down to small mistakes. Bundled Unsal try to make a driven pass back, perhaps take the last attack off the game, loses the ball, and then we see the through ball from HHezers. Could be GG here, and I think we're in for another match now.
We might have another goal, Aga, before we get there. 7 goals to 6, 13 goals. Remember what I said, HHezers wins this, we go into another 2-legged game of FIFA. Tactical free kick one there. Bundled Unsal. Although he scored 6 goals, it's not enough. HHezers has been the surprise package throughout this tournament. Every single time he's down, he always seems to reply, and that is
Let's go.
HHezers back